How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Yard Dad. So today we're going to be doing some lawn aerating, Amick style. And basically the Amick is my Rollaerator, is what they call it, the Rollaerator. So it's pretty cool. It's a good piece of equipment. I've used it for a couple seasons now. Haven't had any problems with it other than things getting loose and coming off of it. So we'll go over a couple of different things about it, some of the general maintenance and stuff that I do with it. But yeah, let's get straight to aerating, and I'm going to show you the Rollaerator right now, and we'll go over it. But yeah, check this out. All right, yeah. So got an aerator, the Rollaerator, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to say that this thing is awesome, and it is well worth the wait. But it's not exactly the most practical thing. A lot of times it comes loose like this, so I'm gonna have to tighten it up and everything. And sometimes these little things come off, but I use it on like a lot of properties, and it's held up pretty nice as long as I keep tightening everything. But I just wanted to point that out there if you decide to get one of these Rollaerators. Really, really good piece of equipment. But expect the wait. The guy that sent it to me, he sent the handle out in like a week, and then the rest of it didn't come for like 4 or 5 months or something like that. So if you can put up with that, it's well worth it. But I did send him an email, and every time I sent him an email, he responded back. You know, so like he was telling me like, I'm still making them, I'm behind a little bit, whatever, but he told me it's going to be about this far out. And then all of a sudden he just sent it like 2 weeks after that second email that I sent him. So first email was just reaching out, second email sent. Really good piece of equipment. Highly recommend it. But yeah, we're going to do some aeration today. That's all we have on the to-do list. And yeah, and hopefully it'll help get some of that pre-emergent down in there a little bit better. Some things that I do recommend though, when you're aerating, is if you don't have good soil, I would make sure you get the cores and get them out of there. If you've got good soil, leave your cores, doesn't matter. Mulch them with the lawnmower a little bit, kind of work it in, you know? So, but yeah. But anyways, the reason I'm standing in the middle of the garage right now with the door half cracked is because it's kind of cold, kind of windy. But doing a little spring cleaning, check it out. So I've got everything kind of more organized over here. Still working on this area, but I got on my rollers, my compost one, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this corner yet, but getting everything more organized over here. Keep getting material coming in. Don't think the humichar is coming yet. Got out the web, got out the Bosch. Gonna make sure they're sharp. Gotta be coming up soon. We should be mowing here maybe 4 or 5 days, something like that, maybe less. So yeah, by next Monday, I should have a video mowing, finally. Besides that one, I did one little mow, but it was more to just kind of clean up some of the dead leaves and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's get this thing aerated. I'm going to get this thing tightened up and fixed up, ready to go. I like to use a silicone spray on it. I just used a silicone lubricant right here. And this stuff's worked great for me. Haven't had any problems. I don't know if I got it on Amazon or Home Depot, but I'm sure you can get it everywhere. But real good stuff. Make sure you spray it up with that after you get everything tightened, and then it won't squeak on you because it gets loud. Like I'm talking like it's like the whole neighborhood is like, what's this dude doing? Like, yeah, it's like loud like that. But got the lubricant, get this thing ready to go. Let's get out there. We still got some sunlight. So, you know, still got the sunlight, aerator, still a bunch of mess to clean up. You know, everything's coming together. The weather's getting nicer. When the weather gets nicer, you got to get out there and start mowing. You got to get out there and mow when the weather gets nicer. But yeah, let's do this. Let's get this ready to go. Let's bust this out. Here we go. I'm just taking this right here, and you'll see like one side's bigger. It's wider on this side. You want this side, the skinnier side, pointed towards the ground. So basically all I'm doing is, you'll see how that one is. You just slip it through here, right there. And then you just tighten these. You just tighten these down. So this guy's a genius. The guy that made this, he's using his brain, that's for sure, when he came up with this, some basic physics. And there we go. So that's gonna be my spot. And it's like, kind of give it a little twist, and it kind of goes in there a little better. But yeah, and we'll just get it tightened down, and let's get the aerating. All right, so I was going to show you one thing real quick. You want to make sure before you do this that you put out little flags and stuff like that in your yard where your sprinkler heads are, if you have a sprinkler system. I do, so I know where all of them are. So I'm not going to put the flags out, but I'm going to show you where I'm going to start, of course. So, as usual, we'll be starting over here, follow the perimeter, and then we'll start going back and forth. Hopefully the Rollaerator does not fail, because I do want to get the front. Obviously, I got to get the front, right? But because this one, my front yard's a lot better than my back. But I'll show you what I mean. Certain spots, like over here, most of this stuff is pretty good. But like right here, this area definitely needs to be aerated. I like to get it done every season, at least once. Sometimes I do it twice. But yeah, just wanted to point that out before I start. But let's go ahead and get this done. Let's go. All right, little intermission. One of the little things came off, so I'm gonna put it back on, tighten it down real quick. As long as you put one of those back on, you tighten it down, the whole thing shouldn't fall apart. So you should be good. But let's take a look. So, as you can see, this is that clay area I was pointing out. You can see there's definitely a bit of clay. But I don't think I'm gonna rake these. But we got the whole backyard, and this area was totally good, so I didn't even actually have to do this. So I just started from the other side, but I did like a couple lines down it. But everything else is good down here. You can see the nice soil on top, and then the clay on the bottom. So we want that for the whole thing. Definitely takes a while to get there. But let me go tighten this thing on, finish the front. Hopefully we can finish the front. And then I'll wrap it up in the garage. All right. Well, I think we got everything done. Yeah, I just tightened it up again and it worked just fine. So sunset and everything was really nice. Take a look at the front. I got the sidewalk strips as well. As you can see, the front here as well, a lot of clay. So I'll just mow it out. But yeah, got all this stuff done. Everything's looking good. Got over in this corner over here. This corner right here tends to get a lot of water. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it for this one. We got the aeration done. Kind of showed you how I did that. And yeah, good to go. Shorter one today, but you know, got what I need to get done. So it's one less thing we have to do. And as always, like, subscribe, comment, do what you do. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, don't let me forget. Of course we gotta blow the garage out.